technology startup, which is called Reward Me. So someone else took over, and there's been a lot of drama that we can talk about if you want. But then I started to just share on my blog what I was most passionate about, which was this thing called gamification, applying game design to make real life more productive. And so I published a framework called the Octalysis framework on my blog, Yu-Kai Chou.com, and then it got really picked up, so it was translated into organically about 16, 18 different languages. So sometimes on Twitter I'll see in Russia there's a conference, and on the picture the big screen has the Octalysis framework on it, and I don't understand the words, but that's my framework. So then I started getting a lot of opportunities to do a lot of speeches, in workshops at Stanford University, or Accenture, Boston Consulting Group, or Lego in Denmark, or Google, places like these. And a lot of companies started asking for my help to use this set of knowledge on behavioral design, how to change behavior. So eventually I started this consulting company called the Octalysis Group. It's actually registered in Hong Kong, but our clients are kind of all over the place. We have employees in, it's still a relatively small group, but we have employees in Poland, Norway, Brazil, England, and in the US and a couple other places. So it's pretty international. And then recently I started another kind of entity called the Chou Force International, and that's everything else I'm doing, from the educational workshop. Most recently I'm pushing a project called Octalysis Prime, which is a gamified platform to learn about gamification, because I felt a little bit hypocritical when I tell people, hey, you want to learn the best stuff to make things fun and engaging, now read this book. Because usually reading a book is not the most fun, engaging thing to do for a lot of people. So I wanted to create a gamified platform where you just basically feel like you're playing a game, you're leveling up, you're choosing the skills and power-ups, but at the end of the day you're learning about all these behavioral science principles of game design. And so I did a Kickstarter. You guys are familiar with Kickstarter? Yeah. I did a Kickstarter I think 3-4 months ago, and I only set it to be 9 days. And the goal was $15,000, and in 9 days it went to 55. And so now these days I'm just kind of pushing that through. And so my book, I guess I can pull it out so you guys can see it. Try to carry it around. Oops. So this is my book, Actionable Gamification Beyond Points, Badges, and Leaderboards. As you see the Octalysis framework, which means analysis based on an octagon. And so this book I published last year, and then publishers in China and South Korea reached out to ask for republishing rights. Recently I just signed with Business Weekly in Taiwan, so Sangye Zoukan.
Yeah.
So maybe, hopefully in half a year or a year they'll publish this in Taiwan. Yeah, I actually ran here, so.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of my background. So again, I have a wide in case that mattered. So I'm originally from Taiwan. My father's a diplomat of the Taiwanese government, and so when I was 2 years old, I moved to South Africa for 6 years, and then I moved back to Taiwan from 3rd grade to 8th grade, and then I moved to Kansas and then LA. So I think the struggling experience I had growing up, just adapting to new environments and trying to catch up, and really helped me become an entrepreneur, because entrepreneur is all about constantly struggling and dealing with stress and failure. And this is a very important lesson, because when I started my companies, I always try to hire the smartest and best people I can find, and a lot of them are much smarter than I am, I think. But what I realized is that I had a strength they didn't have, which was life was too easy for them growing up. They got easy A's, they made friends very easily, and so they were not used to struggle and failure. And so when things get a little bit hard, suddenly they just go, oh, this is too hard, we need to pivot, we need to change directions, we need to quit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is nothing, this is easy. Thank you, appreciate it. This is really easy. And so I managed to keep the team together for a very long time, even though I think they were much more talented. And that's the thing about entrepreneurship, right? It's, by definition, you're doing something that no one else has done before. At least some things you're doing. And so it's a lot of trial and error. Success is built upon failure. Even the smartest people, the most successful, some people have 4 successful startups, and the 5th one they still fail. So the key is about how do you manage that failure and learn from it and grow. So that's like a overview of my background. and I just like to. I have a lot to share, so I can just talk and talk. But I want to just get your guys' feedback on what do you have any questions right now? Do you want me to talk about a certain topic? I've been through 5 years of issues of legal status. How do you start a company in the U.S. as a person without legal status in the U.S.? And I was actually on a documentary about why the U.S. needs to start a visa. And it's another complicated story that I can share if there's nothing else you guys want to learn about.
Yeah, so actually he's a pioneer for all of you guys who is not American citizen, how to start startup here. So he's fighting for that visa for you guys.
Yeah. Wow, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I used to when I was the.
Now he's legal. He just got his citizenship. So.
Yeah. But yeah, so again, quick question. So you guys are running a startup in your own startups in Taiwan. You've won, I think, a competition, or you're a finalist.
Yeah.
That's right here. Are you guys planning to grow that startup just in Taiwan, or are you just here to learn things so you can take back, or are you guys thinking about expanding more internationally?
So we have 5 startups here, right? So we got JC. Yeah. Can you please, give yourself intro, please?
So my name is Jesse, as she said, and we are a company who make like biomedical and cosmetic devices for this kind of application. So we have a product which is like portable device that allow you to analyze your skin.
You can show me.
Yeah, it's in my bag. So you can analyze your skin, and then we'll like give you an evaluation of your skin condition and like skincare product recommendation. So this is our first product that we aim to develop. So it's quite small, connected to your phone. And so we aim to develop more medical-oriented device toward like all major skin affliction and skin cancer detection. Always with the idea to taking the medical technology and miniaturized it in order to give it like available to anyone.
Okay. And would people be using that on a regular basis, or it's mostly they buy it, they use it once because they see something
No,
weird?
that's something I wanted to talk maybe with you about that. It's like, so basically we recommend to people to scan themselves like 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
But some questions that people ask me a lot is like, but will they really do it? Maybe they will just use it once and they will get tired, or because as I said, like you need to connect your phone with Bluetooth, these kind of things. And it's not like people always keep the Bluetooth on, or so it's still
It's especially hard if they're healthy, it's the same result. Nothing's wrong, or one thing's wrong, and then it's the same as last time, it's the same as last time. You need good feedback mechanics. Okay, I like it.
So secondly, we have, Pei Fu. He just, his project just, finished on Kickstarter. So Pei Fu, please.
Yeah, hi. My name is Paul Fu, and my company name is Elkma. And our product is a smart home brew device that can help people to make their own cider at home. Yeah, so we solve a lot of problem from the traditional way of home brewing at home. It's like the sanitization and like the way of the problem of safety issue in a traditional way of home brewing. And we also develop our own algorithm to that we can tell you what's the correct time can take out the cider to enjoy it. Yeah.
Okay. And do you know you're trying to convert people already doing their ciders and make that process more efficient, or you're trying to convert people who hasn't done it and now because of you they'll do it?
I think the later one who have no experience, because I think the people they already used to use the traditional way. They may think that the way is okay for me, that is fine. So they may not really want to change their behavior. Okay. So we focus on make people have the interesting, or they have tried one.
Wow. Great, 遇水则发 Chinese word.
Yeah.
所以他是大老板。The second time today.